Gemara is asking here a question that you Zion on the base. Malisha on the maiden. I'm gonna my message is talk in the Re'eu Kazim is talk in the Re'eu. Shem Shekorin al Chachamim Kakorin al Tamidein. Eid Tom Chacham Chizki Omer Kos Shana Alochas Va'at Teire. And there's two so some say Va'at Teire Va'at Teire Shana Alochas Va'at Teire. Both Gesaras needs in either husband. Va'at Teire. So we don't know. Maybe this word, something is a different word, is supposed to be here. Shana Alochas Va'at Teire. Omele Rabbi Yosef Dodat Omer Berishayin. Aval Achshav Afila Halachas. It could be it means halachas va'at Torah. It means he didn't just learn halachas, he learned Torah also. And Torah is more detailed. And halachas is very without any reasons. So he says today it's even you just know halachas. We are teachers and students look upon us to answer their questions. Even that we have people that are looking upon us, that's enough. Although we are teachers, we cannot explain the Mishnah. It's so talking about how weak the doyers are. Eze Rabbi. The one that opened them first, the first person that opened them how to learn. If you don't even call Shaloif, don't be them a man. If you don't even call Shehem, Mishnase, I feel with over Echad. The boy Shana Bechan, the Lochik, the Bifim Shom, call Shaloif, don't be them a man. Lama Omer Rabbi Yehuda is Tana Tana Machlok. Some said differently, so he said the Loch is Roif Talmudai. That's considered Rabbi that you have to make Kriya. Ablezer Korah, as a Pasach like Tchila. Shmuel Chalatz, as Sheheir, eine Mishnase, Mahir Mishnase. Which Mishnah? Is it by bin? It says in Mishnah Talmud the Shnei of Teichas. There were two keys. Echad Yored Amas Shechi, Echad Pesach Keva. Ma Yored Amas Shechi, She Shoicha Ame Atchela Yiftach. He was Shoicha Ame in order to open it up. He had to bend down the Ame. So there was a hole that was, but in the bottom of the wall, and there he bent it down. He stuck in his hands, and that's why he opened the door. So Amas Shechi means he opened Ame Shoicha Ame. Interesting pshat in the Mishnah. Amas Shechi, and that is he was mayor in a Mishnah to understand this Mishnah. Okay. Anosi la bez na shmuz rasmanai. It's learned from a pasuk. Chazik dov begad bekrama iskdo ifki itzimuk al arv kol shal be nasi. Einsim benoi ze bez am Hashem shmash nof bechab elu shmuz sirais. Akilas Hashem enai. Yishmaya melechas ki as dibra shake yikras begad by the kral kilas akim. Honor of shake akim hoyakoyin. Depends if a shaka was a guy. So you see, you'd make career even if a guy is curses. And I'm a Yehudi, it's not a right because he was a Yehudi. So no Boshi. After Shama killed us Hashem Yisrael, after Shama killed Hashem and Akim, Chayv the Kray. My time in Ani Hashem okay, Kol Basa, many people go it says Kol Basa, even a guy is mechuyev to be respect. Yosef, B'yam Yeveshav B'yachem, you should always get fun and paskim lekray. My lekray kinuya. If a person is Vavarach Hashem, not the Shem, just the Kinu. He went on the street. Is the Aman Leichat Kuti? Av Megadef, Av a Kora, Megadef, Av a Kora. Nochas Le Mechamra. He went down from his Chamar. V'yov Leichat Martuk. He gave him a blow with his fist. The Shluch is very strong. Gemara says. Only Rasha is Monan Masmaspekanli. Your mother has enough clothing for me. Like you causing me to tear all my clothing. The Amish are kohen al kinuyim because the guy doesn't know only kinuyim, and the story opposite happens with manazeh times of Shlokish. So we see that even now the din applies. As Reif is Torah Menai. He says v'hikis kikroi Yehudi shalish b'ayb losses. My shalish b'ayb. Tlas ayb psukim. He learned the Megillas Eicha. Kim shegid the pasuk Chamishi Kashem oiga Reif b'she'el v'yad. He came. Yokim. He was tore up the Megillah. So he's Hoytzrel Roish. That's when he didn't. That's what he didn't like to hear. Yad v'ikra b'sa soifa. He pached b'lekarus big dame. So to arrive from that you have to make kriya. That the Gemara brings down Babi the same thing. That you have to kriya by Sefer Torah. Roi tam chacham shemeis kriya Sefer Torah shenisra. Umameis umavav yovel laim ta'amti klum kol hayoim. The day that the Talmud Chacham means probably Rabbi Yochanan. V'yein have a betzur katshom don't break there a bow. I've got the ochel gubnei ate cheese v'shosamaya ask it time dahiyoim. Here Talmud Chacham was nifter. Says a roi tam chacham shemeis. If you're there b'shas, you see it happening. Weiter, above Huna Nachia have you seen? Also, it's not Misa. The Misa is a kind of bird. Hot was full of the Rabchina Ibn Chia. So the above Chanke. He catched it and he choked it. That the birds like to eat leather. The bird thought it's a piece of an avela, so he wanted to eat it. So then above caught the bird and choked it. Hina ba Chia oid ma'at v'yini born mides reifas Torah. Imagine I wouldn't have caught this bird. It would have been just like I said, if Torah gets burned, you have to do Korea. No. You think this is what he's saying is true? Kain Omer Rabbi B'Shem Rab and Koin as a Torah Shesof Melech Yisrael B'Zroya. Can you Yokim Yishyor Melech Yidu Chaveir? The only thing is B'Zroya. B'Zroya means if it's done with force. This is not the case where the bird caught it. It's not considered B'Zroya. Uli B'Raya Rabbi Lozer B'Shem Reb Chanina. Make two separate kriyas, one for the gvil and one for the ksav. My time achesloif melechas megillah v'sadvarim es megillah is a gvil, sadvarim is a ksav. Rechi abchel ule b'raya b'blazer Shem Reb Chanina Osa Kodesh Baruch Hu lasos la osis roi shchula tzadikim osad lovei. Hashem is going to be like in the head of when people dance, there's one person in the middle. Hashem is kavyochel going to be the one that's going to be in the middle. My time, that's a Rosh Chula means the middle of the Chula is a dance. The one that's standing in the middle is called the Rosh Chula. So what means almas? Almas means ba'alimas with viger, b'tzrizas. That's one thing. I think Alemus and Remus is just the same thing. Almas means ke'ilam ilamaisa, like a young guy. Terigim akilas at asanasia. It's a Yevonish word. It means in a world there's no death. So there's three pshatim here. What almas means? Almus, no death, or it means like a ulam, like a young guy, or it means with vigor, with reasons. زود الجماعة تديك معاً بأسباب بقيمة كذا كم كان نبتنا أمس إن كان بقى زي إن كان الماء. Oh, so he says it means two oilamas. Oilamas. Darshans here, the word oilamas. Again, oilamas. Vayishlam versus Amigdash. He says, because they saw the burning of a Beis Hamikdash. So that's one of the things we see that the Mishnah says if somebody sees Yerushalayim, the Charbana, Mesa Migdash has to also tear. One of the things that the Brisa starts off a sort of crime. It says Sreifa Stoira Yerushalayim or Mesa Migdash. You see Yerushalayim or Mesa Migdash, and these are the 10 crime that is also to do Ichuy. Okay. Either you heard the bad news, or you actually saw it. You see Yerushalayim from Tzayfim, you can see there that Yerushalayim is Charev, you also have to make Kriya. So it's Yerushalayim and Beis Hamikdash. Tana Moisef Alakera. When it comes to Beis Hamikdash, he's Moisef. This goes when you make Kriya when you get to Yerushalayim, and then you're Moisef when you get to Beis Hamikdash. Is Tana Tchilas Akera Tefach with the Sevis Kosher. Is Tana Tchilas Akera Tefach the Safte Sholish is boys. V'yesi b'yom b'shem b'chi b'ba b'cheski b'yom b'shem b'yechanan halachik de b'shem it's B'cheski repeats the name of Abiyamia. It said the name of Abiyechanan. Halacha B'shem Tchilas Akera Tefach the Safte Kosher. The Tesefes is enough, even a Kosher is also good for Tesefes. The Pnei Moshe learns that Tesefes here goes on any kind of Kriya. Let's say you made a Kriya ready for a mace, and then you have to add something. That's also called Tesefes. Let's see what he says. But here, Karaida learns this goes on a mace, and the Pnei Moshe says this goes on Yerushalayim Beis Hamikdash. It's Mustaber, it goes on because he's talking about Yerushalayim, not talking about mace. So there's a certain border that there's a you put in your neck. There's like a knei safa. It's like a kana that it's very strongly. You sew it very strong there. So the question is, if you make kriya, if you have to separate that part, or you can just do kriya without separating that knei safa. Abiyami says the name of B'chia b'shem B'shem Balakish. V'chazik. It says v'chazik do ein chazaka pachas matefach. A crime, two halachas learns out. Number one has to be a tefach. Number two, a crime you have to make a kriya. If you're not separating the knei safa, you cannot see the kriya. Meis le meis kareya. Afilu shesham al ave al imoy al rabbi shem de chachma. Kareya kra echad lekulam. So you're talking here that you heard everything together. So you don't have to make a separate kriya. Let's say in one shot, people told you all these bad news. They told you Aviv, Imoy, Rabbi. Then you make one kriya, you might see everything. You don't have to make kriya al zef natzim, zef natzim. No, you cannot be yetzer with one kriya for everything. Meis le meis kriya. Meis le meis. Okay, this is a few good sources here. I guess I use the Girsa from Rabbi Shaul Lieberman. So he says like this: I feel like yeah. Kriya al zeh b'fnei atzmoi, al zeh b'fnei atzmoi. Evilvad should obliv al immer tesefes. So according to him, you have to make separate kriyas, but obliv and imoy has to be the main, and then you can add. You have to make first a kriya for obliv and imoy,